Greetings once again, fellow girls, guys, and gaming fans. This is Small Archangel. Welcome back to the bunker in 7 Days to Die Alpha 16. It's day 52. Yeah, I've been doing lots of off-camera grindy type stuff as per usual, making loads and loads of concrete, grinding for resources, mainly stone and clay and wood. And yeah, as you can see, I've got really quite a lot of wood in there, which is very pleasing. There we go. And really quite a lot of concrete as well. And I didn't think I needed any more rebar for the moment because we've not actually got that much more. It's a good job weight isn't a thing, isn't it, in this game? Otherwise I will be encumbered permanently. Also making lots of gunpowder for ourselves, so we're going to wait until this is finished and then we can turn the thing off and then have slightly fewer screamers round and about. So I'll tell you what I've been doing. I've also, oh yes, there we go, we can even see I marked them on the map. There's a pair of apartment blocks, buildings over there, which I raided the other day as well, and actually I found that the cupboards in those were a pretty good source of nitrate powder. Look at that. What? It was crazy, but there was lots of potassium nitrate powder in the cupboards, in the kitchens. Who knew? I don't have it in my kitchen cupboard at home, but there you go. I've got 80 rounds now, and not surprisingly, the hardest thing to actually come by in order to make all this, I'm making more gunpowder, of course, but the hardest thing to come by is the brass for the bullet casings. I can get lots of lead from around here because it's a forest biome, and every one of these nodes is lead. But brass, pretty rare drop, no nodes. Always the choke point, really. So there we go. And so we're still making concrete here. We're still making all of this. Let's just see if this is finished yet. Yes, it has. Turn it off, for goodness sakes. All right, so we've got this. Let's get the bench, making some more bullets. We've got lots of them by now, but I like to have lots, quite frankly. There we go. And again, yep, gunpowder is what we've run out of there. But we have got the nitrate powder and the coal to make some more. I'm just not going to do it right now. Our forge is still going, of course. Right, we're going to head up here and I'll show you guys what I've done. Oh, yeah, the other thing I did was I made some steel, enough steel to upgrade both hatches, this interior one here, and the exterior one all the way over there into vault hatches. So that's what we've got. Everything is now upgraded to reinforced concrete, and we have 4 spotlights. We also have a generator up here with 6 engines in it now. Oops, there we go. So if I look at this, 6, no, some of them aren't great shakes, but we've got 6 engines. Look, that one's quite nice. It's not quite as nice as the one we've got in our bike, but it's not bad. And these, yeah, we've got them all wired up, so that's nice as well. I also put a storage chest here for gasoline, of course. And yeah, I gathered a lot of stuff from cars, obviously looking for engines. So I found lots of petrol, and there it all is. All right, so I've got 80 more bullets to stash in our crate over here, which contains upgrade, well, sort of repair materials as well, and some repair kits for the sniper rifle, which still isn't great kind of quality, so I'm going to have to, I've put some skill points in gunsmithing as well. So we've got, I think we had 3 before, we've now got 5, so I bought a couple of levels of that. We're on tool and weaponsmithing at level 10, and there's just still so many things that I want to invest in there, and I managed to remember how you actually have to, yeah, the spotlights, you have to aim them when they're turned on for start off, and then the other thing you have to do is that, and that doesn't work unless unless it's turned on. But you click on that and then you can move them from within there. But I did have a problem with that previously because a mod I was using, which was only a small mod, nonetheless, completely sort of messed it up and made it not work, which was confusing as well. Here we go. So this is more or less going to be our workshop in here. Now, I have a feeling we need to actually go a block higher than this. So we're gonna get, oh, where's my claw hammer? There it is. We're gonna need my claw hammer as well. So we're gonna do that first. I'm gonna have to nerd pull my way up here, aren't I? There we go. We're inevitably going to have to go a level higher all the time till we get to the top of this tower anyway. So there we go. What we got now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This will be the 6th layer. Whoops. And we will need to join them together at the top at some point. If we do that now, it might not be the right point. I might need it to be yet another layer higher, but it means I can get around, doesn't it? I can get around the top. There we go. And you'll notice we've still got rebar in the centre of these, and that's because normally I fill them with trussing, but I have to get to a point where I can make a load of trussing in order to do that, of course. But then I can very easily kind of nerd pole down the centre of these pillars, and then nerd pole back up with trussing. There we go. There we are. And as I say, I have a feeling that this is actually, we need it to go one more higher than that. But we can take a look at it and see what we think from the ground, because it may be that this is quite high enough. We don't need an epically huge ceiling. Right, let's just get the right thing in my hand here. And down we go. There we go. Yeah, we don't necessarily need an absolutely enormous ceiling in here, because this is, you know, it's only a workshop. And each of our floors is going to look pretty much like this. Our working floors, that is, rather than our maintenance floors, is going to look like this. Now, I do want this to be reinforced concrete as well, probably. We're probably not going to bother too much about reinforced concrete on the inside above this level, but because this is kind of the lowest level, I don't know, I'd quite like to have that security, but I'm not going to waste the concrete on it right now. We can upgrade that at any time, pretty much, because it's just the floor. But I might if we put any items on it, I might just reinforce the floor before I do that, because then otherwise we're not going to be. Oh, we can always reach it from the maintenance floor, of course, from underneath. So that might be a good thing to do as well. Of course, this is all plates underneath my feet, which is why we couldn't make it with rebar in the first instance, because there's no such thing as a rebar plate. But the other thing, of course, is it's plates. Yeah, as you can see, it works pretty well. The thing I like about the concrete plates, or any of the blocks really, is that they all have the same durability based on their material, not their thickness or their size. But the flip side of that is, of course, that even if they're a smaller block, they still use the same amount of concrete to make them, which is fair enough, I suppose, if you've got the same durability. So I don't worry about that too much. Okay, guys, so this is what we've got now. Do I concrete fill that in for the moment? I don't know, because then we're going to need another maintenance floor above our heads, and we're also going to put arches in the top of our windows there as well. I think I'd like to see this from floor level, and this is where we just have the one hatchway. I'd like to see this from floor level just to get a look at it, and I don't think we've looked at it from the ground for a while. There we go, that's kind of what it looks like. So you can see the lower floor, actually, the fighting floor. What height have we got our archways there? I can't tell. We'll probably have a screamer turn up any minute. It is surprisingly short on zombies around here. What is going on? That is quite odd. I will have to check that something odd isn't going on there. That is quite bizarre. Yeah, so I think if we have them that height, that's probably about right, isn't it? Because that is then the mirror of the height of the ones below. I'm pretty sure they are, by the look of it, the same height. So that is correct, actually. We will go with that. Okay, so what we're going to do, I think, let's see. We've got all these benches in here, and we're going to need at least 2 workbenches up top there, and we're going to need 3 forges plus our chem bench. So I think ultimately what we're probably going to do, we're probably going to make ourselves a land claim block, even though they're fairly expensive on the iron. We're probably going to make one, and then we're able to shift these items upstairs rather than make a whole load of new ones, because I say I want 3 concrete mixers up there and 3 forges. We're only going to have 1 chemistry bench, so that should be alright. And we're going to have at least 2 of these, possibly 3 of these as well. We're going to have 1 of these in each of our crafting rooms, and we're probably going to have 1 in the garage as well when we make a garage platform, because we're going to make a garage platform after this current phase, the workshop area. So that is going to be our next plan. I also need these bars here, and we're going to set this up to craft iron bars after this, and we can make 45, which is lovely. There we go. And I'll just get that crafting them now, actually. There we are. And then that's a bit more of a priority for us. There we go. Okay, there we go. So, we're not going to do the land clay block right now, but I do want to know exactly how expensive it is, and I know it's pretty expensive. It's 100 forged iron. Okay, we actually do have more than 100 forged iron right now, so... I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna do it right now, but we are gonna do, at the moment, I'm happy with this stuff being down here, but what we do want to do is make ourselves at least a couple of forges. We may as well make ourselves a couple of forges, but we need the bellows first. Duh. Bellows first, here we go. Alright, bellows. So, wood, leather, iron pipe, of course. Leather, we have the iron already. Here we go. Bellows. Let's make 2 lots, please. There we go. In the meantime, we have more ammo. And we're cold. There we go. Managed to find myself another duster and repair up the one I've got. Oh, we have a supply drop. Whoopsie. Question is, where is it? It's over there. I'm going to mark that. There we are. Always a good idea, I find. Alright, just got them coming through slowly. Alright, we've got 1 set of bellows now, and to make that into a forge, we're going to need stone and clay and another short iron pipe. There we go. I should have kept those with us. We've got lots of stone and we've got lots of clay. Let's see. Forge. Go. There we go. And actually, yeah, let's make 2 of them. Magic. There we are. And then we can put these bits back away again. Now, in order to make a cement mixer, we of course need an engine. We've got everything else, but I don't think I've any engines spare. No, we haven't, because I put them all into our generator. So, but that generator might be good for some power for supplying electricity to our workshop area as well. You never know. It's turned off at the moment because we don't need it running at the moment, because the only thing it's powering is those spotlights, which are good for Horde Night, not really useful the rest of the time. So what we can do is head on out in search of a generator. Oh, wait. I want my forges, and I think I'm making those at the workbench. Yes, I am. There we go. So we've got 12 seconds to wait, and then we'll have a pair of forges, and I will put the forges up there as well. Now, because I've collected a load of wood, I'm going to make myself some wood frames to power those with, and I'm going to put in 200, because I tend to put in a stack of 100, and it really does last quite a long time, which is fantastic. So, is that still crafting? Yes, they're just very, very slow. There we go, magic. Alright, up we go, and we're going to place our forges in our new workshop area, even though the workshop area isn't particularly safe yet. So we have to shut that in order to jump up here. At least I'm pretty sure we do. Because we haven't got the iron bars worked out yet. So I think one of the things we need to do before we place any forges, we probably need to just work out where we're going to put things. Now I'm making these, but not for very much longer. I'm going to need some concrete arches. And we're going to need, I think, 12 of those. And we need these iron bars here. And do we want them there? We could place them there, but then we can't put anything. No, I think what we probably want to do is that, and have them occupying that space there. Our concrete arches then are going to be a bit of a problem, but we can get around that by placing the top ones the other way around. They'll be slightly out of alignment, but not by that much. So for the moment, because we haven't got enough probably to do the whole lot, I am going to just place kind of a fence around And that way we know we're not going to accidentally fall to our death. Because a fall from here probably would kill us, I think. It's going to be high enough even from our lowest story. But these are going to be entirely filled with bars. Time was I wouldn't bother about such a thing, but I really don't fancy having vultures in my workshop. Thank you very much. So there we go. Now we've got some left over, so I might just, yeah, place these as well. Of course, they're quite tricky to place in most circumstances, so I'm just going to go slightly quiet while I do it, because I do not want, they're expensive to make, they're slow to make, I do not want them accidentally sticking themselves somewhere stupid where I just have to destroy them. There we go. There we go. And one of the apartments, just looking at the trader there and thinking, do you know what, we've got some silver nuggets we should sell to that trader. One of the apartments, one of the safes, actually contains some silver and gold nuggets. Now, I have never found any silver or gold ore in the game, so I'm not entirely sure if it's a thing or not. It should be, but I don't know if it is at this point. No, please put it in the right place. There we go. But I think treasure chests also contain such a thing. So I reckon we ought to go and do something there. But there we are. That's done for that for the moment. But that gives you the impression of what the place is going to look like. Yeah, so I reckon next episode we are going treasure hunting, and I reckon that's going to be our plan there. Now we're going to put our forges here. 1, 2, and we'll have another one there in point of fact, but for the moment we'll just have the 2 because the third is downstairs currently blasting away. Now can I just take half of those and put them in there, and half of them and put them in here. There we go. And of course we're going to need to put things in them to smelt as well. We're going to have to get some fuel in, some tools in there also. Right, I'm just going to do this. So we're going to have all of our windows arched. My plan is to have glass in the living stories, the living floors of the base. Preferably bulletproof. It's expensive to make, but I love the stuff. I think it's fab. And now it's a thing in game. I think we really ought to go for it and make it. There. And I still didn't calculate right, did I? I need 4 more of those rats. Okay, there we go. Did I just make another one by accident? I probably did. Yeah, there we go. Whoops. Alright, now I've actually got some bullets, haven't I? Which I intended on placing down here. Now, what are the downsides of having each of your floors looking pretty similar is that you could lose track of which floor you're actually on, but I have a cunning plan to avoid that, which is just involves paint, really, the paintbrush, and being able to color code our floors so we know exactly, there we go, exactly which one is which. Now I don't know if I can reach from here to, yes I can, fantastic, there we go. And of course I'm going to have to upgrade the arches because and I'm going to have to climb up there, aren't I, to do this. But the arches are obviously just normal concrete. So we'll have to upgrade those as well. I'm not sure if we're going to do the entire base in reinforced concrete. I suppose it makes sense. It's as cheap to do as not, given that it takes 10, or does it take 20 to do one of these? 10. Yeah, it takes 10. And it takes 10 to make non-reinforced concrete. So while we've got the rebar, we may as well just use concrete, you know, just use reinforced concrete. I can hear at least one Zed down there. It's probably a random horde by this point, because we've been in the base for a little while. There we go. So we're going to need some more ladder here, of course. Now, does this go all the way up? I think it does. Oh, they found my spikes then. Okay, so we want one more piece of ladder to be able to get to the top here. There we go. Oh. Oh no, I don't want to go down there. Okay, and then we'll very carefully go up here and just finish this off. Yeah, there's a screamer down there as well, so we'll have to go get her with the sniper sniper rifle. Oh no, I want to put some rebar in there as well, don't I? And then we're going to see... Oh, I need ladder there as well, don't I? Let's just make one more of these if we keep up to... There we go. And that's our access, which of course will come out here. So our next access point is going to be here. This is going to be the ceiling level. So we might get our remaining rebar onto that and make a sort of a ceiling on the place. There we go. May as well do that now, and then I've got less danger of death too. She doesn't know I'm here, but do you know what? She is, in point of fact, thumping things. So let's just deal with her. Killing screamers is more or less a priority. Let's go down one more. And get my trusty sniper rifle and one of my sets of... She's down here. There she is. Punching and not even. She's actually managing to hit that, but nowhere near it. She's completely missing. Surely she's dead, right? No one can survive a full frontal like that. There we go. She's gone. Alright, so we'll put that back. We'll put those back. Lovely. Now, where were we? Oh, yes. Putting in a ceiling on here. Well, we could probably do that from down here, which might even be a little bit safer. So we'll do that. And then, as I say, we're going to get some storage up here as well. And then we can start... you are wet. Yeah, it's because I haven't got a roof yet. Patience is a virtue. And then once we've got storage up here, then we can really start sort of turning this into a functioning room. There we go. Not really easy to see what you're doing with rebar. It's not particularly, yeah, it just messes with my eyes, frankly. But there you go. We've got that in place because, of course, yeah, we're basically going to do exactly the same thing as we've done down there. We're going to do above our heads as well. So we're going to have a concrete plate ceiling on it to allow us to have yet another maintenance space. And that way we're not trying to drag wires through too long a greater distance. Because the wires, yeah, wires don't want to go too far. And so, yeah, we've got to do that pretty much got to do that. Either that or you have a generator in the corner of your room and wires going all over the place, which just looks messy, and I don't want to do that. So there we go. So we're going to need some storage crates now, and we're going to do quite a few of those. So I'm just going to go back down to our underground workshop, but we basically want to get everything sort of in the same place as soon as we can, to make things easier for ourselves. So we've got 99 nails here. We might actually want to make more nails. Nails, where we can make absolute tons of them, can't we? But I will put, oh, 84. We can't make that many. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll just do that for the time being. I'll take the bars out. But we're going to need to put some more iron through there, I think. How are we for iron? Yeah, I've got loads of clay smelted through there now, so we'll put some more iron through it. There we go, because we're probably going to need to make some more rebar at some point as well. For the moment, I can put my rebar back in here. And then, yeah, we need to make some storage boxes. And if we make these in our inventory, I don't think it makes any difference to how much storage boxes... No, it's going to be exactly the same. But if we make these in our inventory, then we're going to have enough. Let's see, we can make 9. So we're definitely going to need some more nails. Here we go. There, I can make some more now. And then I need to get bars going through there again. There we go. All right, so we need 3 more of those. Yes, I'm going to have lots of them. And then we're actually going to have a few of these as well. Oh, sounds like we've got a ton of dogs down there now. Oh dear. Say down, it's actually up, isn't it? It's above our heads at this juncture. Let's see. I think they're over there. So, oh, there we go. Massive horde passing through. Do you know what? I'll just let them pass through. This is the thing I like about tower bases, is they literally will just pass underneath your feet. They won't necessarily know you're there, or even that your base is there, because there isn't that much for them to aggro on. So they just pass beneath, which means that you have the luxury of ignoring them if that's what you want to do. And that is, at this point, what I want to do. So here we go. We've probably got yet another screamer by this point, of course. I'll put the light on now. There we go. So we're still making storage boxes, and that's fine. In the interim, what I will do is place some more of these bars. We've got to here, and I will just use R to copy rotation. There we go. And it looks to me like we have a dog aggroing on the rock. That boulder next to our entrance is getting gradually smaller and smaller, because the zombies seem to sense that it's my entrance nearby, and they just trash it, which is why I haven't actually got any kind of above ground structure there, because there's no point, because they'll just trash it for the sake of it. Okay, so we've got all 12 of our storage boxes now, and let me just get this right, because we can't pick them up after the fact. Now I'm going to put them there, and then here, and then here. I think we've had an entire dog pack passing through, in actual fact. There we go. That's what I wanted. So we've got a nice workstation going there. And we've got another screamer. Of course we've got another screamer. Okay, so the other thing we're going to do is have these. Now, I think these need to be on advanced, so we get the diagonals. Of course we have to go through all this first. Oh, come on. There. There we are. I do like a little bit of symmetry. Again, it means that it's a little bit difficult to find your way around, but what we can and will do is place some signs. Let's see if we can make some signs now, actually. This point, oopsie, sign, just these little ones out of wood. 6, oh gosh. Let's make 8 of them. At this point, we're going to need some more of these. So we're going to have to make some more nails, I think. But we're going to need plenty of these around the joint so that we know what we're doing. We've got our forges here. We're going to have 3 of them. And then over here as well, we're going to have concrete mixers. And we'll have 3 there as well. And then here, what I'll have is a workbench. So every wall, apart from the one where we actually have our door, and we will have a door on there eventually as well. Every wall apart from where we've got the door will have some sort of thing on it. There we go. We've got 6 signs now, and I will be able to put signs above whatever. Obviously, we've got our forges here. I could even put signs on the bars if I wanted to. So if I want to specify that one of these forges is for metal and the other one, for stone, that kind of thing. But the most useful thing we can do probably is to have signs attached to the back of these crates. We can paint the crates with some signage, but it's really not going to be very useful just to have, tools and building and whatever. That's not going to be particularly informative for us. So I think what we'll do is we'll put some signs like this. And then when I've decided what is going where, I can write it on those signs like that. There we go. And we're going to get creative with the paint as well. And we might even do a bit of that after this floor is completed, which I will probably do off camera, completing the floor. There we go. Fantastic. So that is the story so far, folks. Basically, I'm going to carry on the quest for engines, because I don't know where we looted that generator bank from. I really don't, but we're going to need some more electrics kind of up here to be able to service further floors. We might be able to get some wires from the one below. In fact, we will, to do some lighting up here if we want. But again, I want to sort of go solar eventually if we possibly can. We'll have to run that generator kind of most of the time if we want our lights to come on, of course. With solar, you can turn off the lights and you're not actually wasting the power because the power is being drawn the whole time. But with a generator, the thing is chugging along the whole time and it makes a noise. And as I say, I think it might possibly add to the heat map as well. So that is more or less finished in here now. You've got the idea anyway of how it's going to be laid out. We need our concrete mixers in here as well. And we need a workbench too. So, but I think we've actually got what it takes to make a workbench. This is me getting lost again. I need a big flashing light going. This is the exit. Over here is the exit. But I do have another screamer to snipe, don't I? Honestly, I should just keep this sniper rifle permanently in my inventory, but of course then it would take up valuable inventory space. Where is she? Over in that direction by the sound of her, but I cannot see her. Oh, my word. There. There she is. Oh, look at that. Somehow I've managed to get some damage on the floor. How exactly? I haven't even shot downwards. Has some zombie come along and punched the floor? That is quite bizarre if so. Now she's running around in circles. I'm never going to be able to hit her there, am I? I might just have to wait until she stops moving. Okay, for the moment we're just going to sneak. We're going to turn off the light. There you go, you see. She kind of knew where I was. I don't know if she... I didn't hear a scream, but heck, you don't need to hear them scream. They don't need to scream in order to bring in a horde, do they? They really don't these days. So we're just going to drop down here. We're going to see if we can make ourselves a workbench to finish off with. I'll just put that away for the moment. I'll put that away for the moment. We'll keep the sniper rifle. Now, to make a workbench, we do need one of these. We may as well use the cruddy one. The other thing you find in apartment blocks is lots of wrenches. I couldn't even accommodate most of them. I only had managed to pick up 2 because I was, guess what, full up. Alright, so we're going to see we've got 10 bars. We've got more bars coming through there, which is nice. But I'm going to need to make some more nails, I think. So let's see if we can make 100 more nails after that. And then we're going to see if we can make a workbench. Now, presumably we don't need a workbench in order to make a workbench, because that would be circular and we never manage it, would we? Okay, we're going to need mechanical parts. Oh, we need a claw hammer as well. Do I have another claw hammer? I don't believe so, but we can make one. There we go. Claw hammer. Claw hammer. Here we go. And actually, this claw hammer I make now will probably be better quality than this one, so we may as well use that one. Now this is something, isn't it? Let's just make sure we're not using the tools that I've made myself a hunting knife as well. I decided that was good. That had to be done also. We just need to make sure that the items that we're wanting to use are not, the ones we don't want to use are not in our inventory. So we don't want those being used up. We need mechanical parts, I think. It's mechanical as opposed to electrical, isn't it? There we go. We've got everything we need now. Except my new hammer, which is just coming through. And I have a feeling this is going to be better quality, isn't it? Because by now my toolsmithing, yeah, is much better. So I'm going to put that in there. And we're going to make sure we only make it out the right thing. There we go. Good stuff. Well, I can't find the screamer now. I have no idea where she is, but it's almost done, so then she'll be easier to shoot because she will not run around like a lunatic. She could have spiked herself on my spike traps, of course, and I may find room for more of those in the base and or barbed wire, etc. And electrical traps later, maybe as well, once we get to that point. There is a zombie over there, but I don't know what kind. It's some sort of... Oh, I think it's just a cowboy. A cowboy with no head. My, that was fun. Okay, guys, so I think we're going to probably leave it there for the time being. I have my workbench, or I will have my workbench shortly, at which point I will place it up here. And, yeah, as I say in the next episode, we are going to go treasure hunting. So I do hope that you guys will join me for that. In the meantime, if you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to hit that like button and let me know. Also, feel free as ever to leave your comments. And until the next time, keep gaming, keep surviving, and stay happy. Bye bye for now.